Well, the children are all so far away. APS swooped in, I rough and took them today, with tears welled up in their eyes. No parents by their side. APS wins again today. Don't think it's the truth. Gone away is their youth, and the empty eyes of the parents prove it. Don't you think for a minute you are weak because they're gone. There wasn't any warning for you to follow along. A caseworker has no soul to hold in check. It's why they leave us parents such a wreck. Don't stand for the hell they created. All of our children they stole, our worth saving. They are waiting at the door for us to save them. We need to stand up for our God and obey Him. He leads us to the battle with a beating drum. He knows the feeling they took his only son. He may be the powerful, our creator. The son he gave to us is our savior. He won't be ignored if a praise is held up high. Those kids were made by us for his endless supply. We are to protect the children at all costs. This game is not over. We have not lost. We have the power He gives us inside. We rise to the faith when it's time. You never stand by yourself. Take God off the shelf and then draw the power you need to beat it. Beat it. Draw the power you need to beat it. Beat it. When Tiff and the Punisher are hosting their show, rally around them, let's get up and go. They give us the strength to fight for our rights. Tiff and the Punisher are here to give you strength. We want you to get in the fight. Your kids will never say goodnight without you in their side. As long as Tiff and the Punisher have something to say, don't give up. We are all here for your strength. Your Lord high in the sky. Tiff and the Punisher by your side. And your kids wait patiently for you to arrive. Don't give up your fight. What APS is doing isn't right. So don't waste another day. Put your broken feelings away. Stand with Tiff and the Punisher. Give up and fight.
We know it's all about the money. We know they they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
Tiff and the Punisher, they won't back down. Fight for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We've done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judge just need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Oh, Lordy Lord. What's up, Tiff?
Oh my God, I'm so fucked up. Okay, so Claire put a post up about our event, like with you and everybody who's going to be on. So I'm sending it to everybody, and guess what pops up? Claire's picture and her little negligee. So people are
my
like,
God.
Tiff? I'm like,
Inappropriate.
yeah. I said,
She's a
she's
model.
just a model. Thank you. Even you had the same reaction. You're like, oh my God, if Mary sees this, I'm going to get in trouble for watching porn. She's not a porn star.
Right. Once you get that clarification done, then you're all set. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, she's a model. Now I get it. It's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's a model.
I should walk around look like that. Negligee on.
Well, anyway, that's for you and Mary. But she's in her 20s. She's a model. She's beautiful. And she doesn't walk around my house looking like that. I mean, she's fully clothed.
I mean, she could. She wanted to.
Whatever, but it was about the article. Anyway, I'm sorry people thought it was inappropriate, but I was just sending it out. No, it was about our thing on Saturday, bringing families together.
Oh.
I'll read it.
Oh, I thought that was okay. I thought it was an article about a catwalk thing in an article in lingerie.
Oh, Jesus. Only you, Darren.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Some people got a kick out of it.
My bad.
No, I'm just saying.
Let me see here. Where's that picture? Hey, Alicia. What's up, Brian? Brian's here. Wet Plant's here. Lord Marcus Bagwell's in the house. Wow, we got a house full right now, guys. Thank you for coming in tonight, man. I seen Alicia's name up here. I see Erica's here. Holy cannoli. Brian's back. Nice. Very good. Henry's in the house.
Yeah.
Henry, don't forget, Saturday at 1 o'clock. And then, guys, don't forget Henry's show is Saturday night at 8 o'clock. So we got that going for us. Hey, Alicia, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you as soon as possible. Please come to the office.
So this is what it says. It says we will be hosting another event, bringing families together after the last turnout was good. This event is not only for families who dealt with this family is for any and all families who have dealt with CPS and court corruption, whether past or present. We want to help. And the only way we can help or even hope for change is to come together and finally start speaking out where it needs to be spoken about. I have been working with the local advocate, Tiffany Wise, who is working to reform CPS and DSS and bring awareness to the issue, not just in our area, but in many others as well. Our next event will be at Hanley Library on October 11th at 1 p.m. from 1 to 3 at the auditorium, which is in the basement because apparently a couple people couldn't find it.
Right.
Right. So it says this event will be hosted with multiple advocates. Tiffany Wise, the local advocate working to reform CPS and DSS in our area, but also across Virginia. Darren, aka the Punisher. He is Tiffany's partner. So also an advocate working to reform CPS and DSS. Fanny Bratt, the TPR specialist. Henry, I cannot say your last name, but Henry, Americans with Disability Rights. Gunnar Evans, spotlights on federal cases and constitutional violations. Danielle, investing foster care corruption and revealing how families are torn apart. The Angry Citizen, the constitutional sheriff. Adrian Black works on federal case law for child support in DSS. And last but not least, Fostering Reality, who will break down the entire foster care system. That's what he was supposed to say. I don't know where Darren went.
Instead, it was just
Picture of Claire.
Yes. Which probably will get more people to come to the.
That's
event,
what Gutter said.
to be perfectly honest. So we will get people there based on Claire's.
Yeah.
But hey, so bring your family, bring your friends, come to the cookout. We have hot dogs and hamburgers.
No,
for
not
everybody.
this time.
Cotton candy. No cotton
We're not
candy.
having nothing. No food.
All right, so eat before you go.
Before you go.
Eat before you go. Hey, Brian, I saw that you made that song, brother, and you said that you put the link up here yesterday, but I didn't see it in there. Can you put your link up for your tune, man? Because I'd like to play it. Brian was one of the ones. He made a new tune for the parents that are suffering and everything. So it's really cool that he's done that, and he, of course, gave us props for inspiring him and everything. So thank you for that, Brian. But I'd love to hear your song. I'd love to play your song out here, buddy. So if you could put it up here again and we could play it for everybody, that would be really huge. And Alicia, I was serious. I need you to get in touch with me, please, at your convenience, sooner than later. Now,
like yesterday.
Oh yeah, my camera's still off. There we go. Hold on.
Your little man is just his little circle is moving.
Who does the veterans CSS CPS? You know what, man? That is an amazing question. And I think the answer is going to be you. Because I think that's why you asked. We don't have anybody that does that for there we are. What's up? What's up, boss? We don't have anybody. And I always come out and I advocate for don't touch the kids of American soldiers and stuff like that. But I've never thought about having is from that side of the tracks.
I thought maybe they had their own people, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, what a question that is. I'm going to look up real quick, see if I can come up with something. But if it's not, maybe it's time for us to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about taking some resources out and putting it towards CPS, fighting CPS with our veterans. Because you know what? The last thing that these guys have fought for was the rights to take children away from families. And then there's no more stab in the face or punch to the heart or any of that stuff than, people that have served in the United States military losing their kids to CPS. Now, I get it. If the situation fits the punishment, then it is what it is. But something tells me the statistics are going to be just like they are on the civilian side of the wall, where 98% of all this crap that they say is true isn't. Maybe even more because, the people in the military have an integrity and a camaraderie that we don't have on the civilian side of life. So they are way, way more respectful amongst the family. They, you know what I mean? Like they take the family unit, and their family unit extends out to their brotherhood and their sisterhoods of those that they serve with, so that's very tight to them. The family bonds for them are very tight. So how they could even lose their kids, I have no idea. How are you going to be a person that's going to go take a kid from a soldier that just got home from some battlefield, across seas, no matter which one that they were at, which theater they were at, and fighting in. But imagine that you come home and they took your kids. Can you imagine that you just went over there and almost gave your life, probably saw your friends give their lives for freedom in this country and all of the stuff that this stands for, and then CPS came and took your kids? I couldn't even imagine.
Well, this is my whole thing. I know my dad didn't go over there and fight for the freedoms of this country and the Constitution. And I know, I'm going to steal my son's word, they have the audacity to take someone's kids who was over there fighting for your freedom. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. It's crazy. I don't even know how you can call yourself a patriot or anything else if you did that. Oh my God. But like I said, unless it warrants it, because if it did warrant it, there was abuse, because I do know that there's a lot of and I don't want to get this confused with anything, so don't mistakenly think what I'm saying here is insinuation, because we know now that insinuation can be used in courts. Maybe not by the books, but because we've seen it happen. Can you imagine that? Insinuation is now the new hearsay. No. It wasn't hearsay. It was insinuated by someone. But anyway, nonetheless, I forgot the train of thought that I was on now.
Well,
God, it's
either
gonna be good
way,
for veterans.
it's not a crime.
Right. Well, that's what I'm getting at. I think that's what I was getting at. Was it sound like that was what I was going to?
Yeah, but yeah, you were, and it's
Okay.
not a crime. And I could say that you're out on whatever street you live on selling your ass, but unless they catch you doing it, it's just an allegation.
Right.
When we had our shop on an intersection, so it was on a corner.
Yep.
I used to be like, yeah, you'll see me out there standing on the corner, but
Yeah.
not like that. You
Right.
see me
Right.
out there because I'm working on the corner.
Right. Well, I mean,
Cleaning
geez.
cars. I was cleaning cars.
Yes. Yeah. You were sucking things, fucking cleaning them up.
With the
Jesus
vacuum
Almighty.
cleaner.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. She's in there. She's in the car blowing things.
Yeah.
Blowing and sucking things in the car on the corner.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
an accusation is not a crime.
No, it's not. But it's good enough for CPS to take your kids, right?
Well, according to them, it is.
All of this hearsay, hearsay within the earshot of insinuation, which they are now accepting in the Kentucky courts, is actually where that the insinuation comes from, that they allowed that to take place in court. That was pretty amazing. So you allowed
Darren, Henry said, look at your phone. Billy asked for a little time.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's get Toll and Roll in here.
Well, get your phone.
I don't have my phone with me. My daughter has it. She's had it for like 3 days. I don't have a phone.
Henry, he ain't got his phone.
Henry, did you send it to the 6982 number, Henry?
Oh, Jesus.
That line? If he sent it to the 6982, then hell yeah, I got it. And if you didn't, Henry, then do it now. Do it for the we did for this morning. Let's see. Hear you around. Heads up. Okay, Henry. You are not this person. Oh, V. V.
You got that
Henry,
shit right.
Henry, I'm going to send you a link in Messenger, buddy. If you can send that to
Billy
Toll and Roll, I would appreciate it. I'm assuming that he must be talking about tonight, right? He must wanted some time with us.
I guess it says Billy's asking for a little time. Look at your phone, Darren.
Okay. All right. Brian, I'm still waiting for that song, buddy. Let's see that link up here, my friend.
And when you get Billy on the phone, get Sheriff Mac's phone number, because I really want Sheriff Mac to come on.
Yes. Do the drug test. Okay, wait a minute. Erica says this, so let's take a look at this. Let's see here. Where's the whole thing here? Erica, where are you here? I want to go over this real quick because this is some interesting stuff. Let's see. Got another stumped one for you. Last week during our visitation, a lady came in and tried to drug test my BF, and I asked her why is she interrupting our visitation, and she told me that she was asked to.
By who?
She was asked to do the drug test. I asked her once again, and she couldn't answer. I asked her to leave 2 times before she actually left, and she slammed the door. One of the other workers told my BF that they are allowed to interrupt the visitation to ask for a drug test.
That's bullshit. They're not supposed to be interrupting any of your visits. They could have waited. He said YouTube won't allow me to share the link to the video. I sent it to your Facebook Messenger. So I guess the song went to your Facebook Messenger. They could have fucking waited, man. They do that shit so that they could say that you're distracted when you're in there.
So here's the thing. First of all, let's get this right, guys. They're not giving you drug tests. They're giving you drug screens, which drug screens are not admissible in court as evidence. Make notes of this, people. You do not get a drug test unless you go to a controlled environment, that there's a chain of custody that's involved. There's a couple different sample rates. If they're just taking your urine on site and they're putting in a little stick kit there and they're just testing it right there, that's not a drug test. That's a drug screen. And those results are not admissible in court. Hear what I'm saying? Unless you go to that doctor's office and you get an actual controlled physical test, that they mark the urine specimens, that there's a chain of custody involved, like there's all of these things, then it's admissible in test. These things that they're having you piss in on the side of the road and in your bathrooms at your house and at these things, they are not admissible in court. So
they shouldn't even be taking drug tests from you without a court order, because that's bodily fluid. That's part of you.
That's it. Imagine and then showing up at a visitation. Are you kidding me? Right in front of your kids, you're going to do this? You pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wow. That's what I said. That's what I said, man. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Cool, Brian. I'm going to check that right now. Oh, my. Jesus, I can't help it every time I look at this. Let's see. Fight CPS Messenger.
Alicia said it says on the screening paper that it is not to be used for court, just so you all know.
Yeah. See that? They can't, but they're making you, and then they're going to use the whether you take the test or not. So you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? If you don't take the test, they're going to be like, oh, they refuse the test. So therefore, they're a drug addict. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't mean you're a drug addict at all. I refuse the test. You know why? Because I was tired of them giving me false positives. You know, they wouldn't accept anybody else's drug screens or anything like that. So I had to take theirs. Well, screw them. I was going to probation or no, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I lied about that. Sorry. I wasn't in probation yet. But I was going to counseling 3 times a week that I got tested at. So why were those tests not good enough for them? Right. Because those were actual tests. That's why. Those were actual tests that doctors did that, had
were negative
and all that. Right. And they were negative. You're correct. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're guys, they're just trying to hose you all. Know this. Know that there's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's all, just like Fostering Reality says, this is all about numbers. This isn't about anything more than them fighting numbers, crunching data, and trying to spit out a result that the creator of the models or whatever wants the results to be, whether it's the governor of the state is the one that's involved, whomever it is. All that this is about is getting the end results of these figureheads that we call politicians and leaders. Erica says, we told them that we are not doing it because they are not licensed to do so. And the judge are telling us that we can go to the doctor. And now she changed it up and CPS has to do it. Good for you, Erica. Damn right. See, don't stand for this shit, people. Don't stand for it. Don't let them steamroll you, because they will. The second you give them that opportunity to steamroll you,
yep.
See you later, bye. It's over. Game is afoot, as they would say. All right. God, it boils my blood when people that they do shit to like that. I just take a second, breathe here.
Eat your coffee, ice cream.
Wound up inside. And I've been on this kick of because I'm getting older now. I've been on this fear thing right now, so I got to keep my blood pressure low.
Oh
Of
God.
course, I fear what I fear, so my blood pressure can't stay low. Because the thing that I'm scared of is the cause of blood pressure going through the roof. So it's like a Jesus Almighty. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. There. It's like the 5th time I've said that today.
Okay, so eat cinnamon. Just eat cinnamon.
Oh, do you know what we did one time when I used to run kitchens? Did you
What?
know that it's impossible to eat a tablespoon
Cinnamon?
of cinnamon powder?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, and you know how I know?
Because you
Because
got someone bet you $100 that you couldn't do it too.
oh fuck no, I wouldn't do it anyway. That's not worth $100 to me. I was actually watching one of my little crime shows, and the restaurant manager was like, if you can eat this whole teaspoon of cinnamon, no drinks, no nothing, you don't have to go out on a date with me. And she tried. Nope, spit it out.
Almost
I
choked
said,
her to
oh,
death. I love that first initial cloud that comes out of your mouth when you see everybody try to do it. So, oh,
it
well, what you
dries your
don't realize
mouth
is
out.
that almost damn near kills you. You know, Renee, what's
But I'm
going on?
serious.
There she is. Here we go, Renee.
What's Renee's
Here's the
last
link,
name?
Renee. I was going to send it to Henry, but since you're right here right now, why don't we just give you the link and you can hop on in with us. Oh, I'm excited. Renee, there you go. Here's the link. Join us right now. All right. So you can come in right now. Yeah.
Alicia said she
At
almost
least I
died
can
trying
totally
it.
see you trying it too. Alicia said she almost died trying it. Yeah, guys, please don't try that at home. Don't even just forget about that we even talked about it.
Yeah, don't even try it.
It's awful. It's an awful experience. I'll tell you that. And you think that's so simple because it's just cinnamon, but it's
Ooh.
not just cinnamon. It's not just cinnamon at all.
Well, Darren, they make cinnamon capsules. You need to buy some and to start taking them
Oh
because it
God,
will
feels
help
broke
regulate.
opening your mouth. God forbid.
Well, no, it helps regulate your blood pressure and your sugar.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need to have sugar, right?
Well, I said your blood pressure and sugar. So if somebody's diabetic, they can take it too.
Right. Okay. Which is usually what they try to say is up with everybody, you know?
Yeah, or just go buy a little bottle. It's at the dollar store. It's like $1.25 and just eat cinnamon toast or whatever.
Hi, Susie. Susie's on a rampage right now. That's my cousin that's trying to help us out with our daughter. She's on fire. She got a lot of good information, but she's not ready to come out yet and talk. So
that's cool.
Yeah, but she's a little whippersnapper. That one is. Well, I mean, that was it. That's all we have in the cinnamon challenge. Okay, that was just funny again, all over to me. It was like it was the first time I saw it with Alicia saying, "Asthma and the cinnamon challenge do not mix."
Oh my!
Yeah, don't do it, people. Oh,
That's so funny.
Man. Where's this fucking? Let's see. I think Billy's coming in with us here. I think that was her there. She picked up the link, right?
I
put the link in, right? Yeah, it's right there. Billy, the link's right there. If you want to join the shenanigans that we're having right here. This is the song that I did for them, though. I'm gonna forget your song in a second, Brian. But this was the this is Toll and Rolls.
From coast to coast, families fighting back, tolling rolls on the road, no turning back. Here's a tale of a crew, 40 strong and true. Ditch the ego, The pride
Look who's coming in right now.
Bring her in.
They spot the cracks in a
Hey, there she is.
mother's dream.
Love this song. It had us all crying, by the way. It did.
That's awesome. Let me turn it down. All right.
Hey, you two
What's up,
crazy
Billy?
kids. You think you're old listening to you talking about your blood pressure. I'm like, oh, give yourself 10 years, buddy. Give yourself 10 years. Oh,
Ooh, oh, I'll take it. I want them. I want the years. Believe in me. I definitely want them.
yeah, no, and you still need to send me that song in a link that's all prepared
Oh,
because we want to share it.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to get in contact with Sheriff Mack because you know I love Sheriff Mack and I really want him to come on our show.
Wait, it's all reverberating.
What reverb? What reverb?
What happened?
I don't know what was going on. I heard all kinds of things. So, anyways, there we go.
Whoa, Jesus!
Love
almighty.
the song. Thank you. Get it to me in a platform that we can share it because everybody's waiting for it. Because I don't want to just put it out. I
Yeah.
want it to have your
Well,
accolades on
I've got something special coming to you.
it. Okay. Very good.
Just
Very
an
good.
FYI.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
No, you guys, we've been so busy since we've been back and things are heating up. Our bill, everybody that's reading it is just, they said, oh my gosh, one of the ladies who I've dealt with forever, who's actually on our team, one of the whistleblower teams, this morning I was talking to her and we were talking about something else and she asked me a question and I have no patience, guys. I mean, I'm literally, if you don't read the damn thing, don't talk to me because you're asking me questions to answer. So she said something and I go, you haven't even read the damn thing, have you? And she goes, I have to be honest. I've been so busy. And I said, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm hanging up. You go read it. Then I'll talk to you because right now this is ridiculous. It's getting huge attention across this country. The legislators all know it's there. We're hearing from people from the inside going, that bill, people know about it. You guys have got to make noise. She called me back less than probably 30 minutes later. She says, I owe you a huge apology. She goes, everything we wanted is in there. I said, yeah, that's why it's called a team. That's what it's about. So, that bill, guys, there will be no other bill ever needed. Seriously. And it's it. You were one of the first ones to take a look at it there, Darren. And it's a lot of work that went into that thing. A lot of blood, sweat, tears, deaths. Attacks. I heard you guys talking about the blood tests and stuff. And, it's amazing how much people don't know about their own body, their own DNA, their own sovereign boundaries, and I'm not saying sovereign as in, all that other, I'm talking about borders. Your body is your sovereign boundaries. That's your soul equity.
Right.
And that's huge.
Yeah. Well, people don't realize that, when you talk about Roe v. Wade, that's not just about the abortion thing. Of course, that's what it was based on. But the whole basis of it was not allowing somebody else to tell you what you can do with the contents of your body. It's not just abortion. That's why that was so big, is because that's like, no, you can't just draw my blood. No, you can't just take my urine. Of course, it was under the case in the guise of the abortion. But overall, that's what it was about, was defending your right as a person to not allow them to just excrete your.
Well, see, and we don't even need that. That's the whole thing. Here we go again. None of that's needed because it's already there. It's already in our Constitution. It's already in our Bill of Rights. Right. Everything is already there. So all of this stuff after that was for business. It's just to raise money. We have a case going on. J.J. Humphrey, who was with us in D.C., Oklahoma representative running for lieutenant governor.
Yeah,
he's got a case in his state right now that he's up in arms about. A mother with a son who's 17, by the way, which is an interesting age when you think about 18's around the corner. Cancer patient in remission, not using a holistic doctor. The county stepped in. The kid did government-sponsored kidnapping on him, took him to the hospital. The mother was up in arms. She's like, they were doing a blood transfusion. They took him last Friday to do a blood transfusion. Now, mind you, the kid's in remission. holistically, he's working with a doctor. They've got a doctor. Well, they get him at the hospital, do a blood transfusion. They started him on chemotherapy on Monday.
No.
Judges, you know, this is the whole thing, folks. They have no right to do this. The judges, the courts, the clerks, the hospitals, nobody has a right to take and seize your property, which your child is your property, and do these things. And they're doing them under the color of law. And this boy, I just saw it today. I can't think of Jake's last name now, but he's a really big guy, not just YouTube, but he's running for another office. And he was talking about it too. This case is getting national attention right now because of J.J. Humphreys. And this is important because it goes back to what you were talking about the blood draws. People don't get mad, get even.
I like that.
That's a big thing for me to tell you, because I can tell you, you have got to go to tollandroll.com, grab that bill that's sitting there in our link. The link is there. The bill is in the link. Copy that down on your computer. And there's also a petition, and the petition isn't needed, guys. That's not what the petition is about. The petition is about us making sure you see this. This petition is about being shared all over the world, so you know this connects us all around the world, just like their software systems connect us all around this world.
Yep.
So what the petition is for is to get your attention up to it. But the petition, the bill it is supporting is the People's Remedy and Restoration Act. We teamed it HR 1776, but do not confuse that with another medical bill they have on the floor. So tag on 2025 to ours if you have to. But Tammy, you know, that was on last time we were in DC, running around like Keystone Cops, bangling in. It was hilarious. We're still laughing about it. We were so tired, you guys.
Yeah, but you have like the A team of people with you guys. I mean, you had
it's huge. And then, it's huge. And it's growing. I can't wait till we can share with you another. It's a A-lister actually from Hollywood who's gone through hell and back, that's joining us too now. That's going to knock it out of the park with, we're getting people calling all the time, guys, because this bill is serious. This bill says we're done. We're taking back our country. We're shutting down these AI systems. We're putting back doors. We're putting risk management in place. We're getting rid of the American Bar Association control. We're A to Z. And what did Trump do this week? Like him or not, this isn't about him, okay? This is about he did a job for our country. He's signing things to take away property taxes all across this country. That's in our bill. Tom Holman had our bill to give to him from Sheriff Mack when we were in D.C. So Tom Holman had it physically in his hand to pass along. So this is why I'm telling you, this bill is about everything that you're mad about. So the way you get even for what they've done to you is you read this bill, you send it to your senators, you send it to your congresspeople, and at the end of this bill, where it's talking about collecting hundreds of trillions of dollars, if you're watching this right now, you have no idea what that means. How many people, think about it, how many people do we have in this country? What, 400 million?
330 million.
Okay, take that figure. And then we have hundreds of trillions of dollars to collect.
Right.
Do the math. I mean, guys, we're not talking $5,000 checks here. This is generational wealth replenished. And if anybody says, where are you going to get that? Our country's broke. Our country is not broke, not broke, not broke. It's a broken nation, but not a broken country. What's broken is the people who have got us by the neck, breaking our spirits, breaking us apart into different groups. We're not different groups. We're all the same. CPS, APS, taking your home, taking your child, taking your car, taking your freedom by throwing you into jail on false charges. That's called counterfeit, forged, and perjured documents. Hundreds of trillions of dollars behind those. Hundreds of trillions. So that's what I popped on to say, is because now what we're starting to find is people are saying, they're still talking about the stories because they're out there. They continue to happen. Every second a child is kidnapped. Every few minutes a child is raped, beaten. A woman is being sexually abused. A family is being torn apart because somebody's knocking on their door that shouldn't be, and they don't know it. They don't know they can shut their door and say, go away. Mm-hmm. They open these doors up. Never let law enforcement in your house. Never. I don't even get, never. You know what I learned a long time ago? I had a lady a younger woman who was out selling stuff. This is back in the 80s. And she came to the door and I'm sorry, don't want what you're selling kind of thing. But she asked to use the bathroom. Yeah, you can hear where this is going. I had taken my beautiful locket off that my mother had given me. Thank God I have it, though.
No.
Good. There's a good end to this story. So the girl comes out of the bathroom and she leaves, and something caused me. I walked in there, and all heck broke loose. I went running down the street after her. I grabbed her. I didn't even grab her. I jumped in front of her, and I said, "Give it back." And I had my ex, who was my current at the time, calling the police. She gave me the locket back. I still have it today. But what that taught me is, even when people perceive to give you good intentions to come into your home, you don't know them. And you don't owe a police officer a damn thing. So what if they come to your door and you would like to invite them for coffee? Take the coffee outside. Take it to the sidewalk and stand with them. Don't bring them in your home. Do not contract with them. As a matter of fact, you don't. You say, here's a cup of coffee I'm giving you.
Right.
Thank you for your service. But this doesn't mean anything other than I want you to have a nice day. I'm here in peace, and I expect you to do the same thing. Don't lie to me. Don't cheat to me. And don't give me a rouge. You showed up at my door. What are you here for? Here's a cup of coffee. Go away. Donut shop's down the street. Don't talk to them.
Right.
You can wave at them and say hi.
Why?
But they lie to you. They come to your door. They have the right. Through their job, they're told they can lie to get anything they need to get to the means. This is the same thing as an attorney. Same thing in those courtrooms. They lie. It doesn't matter who is right, who is wrong. It's who can lie the best.
Yeah, that's.
And for those of us who don't, and for those of us who don't lie, we're always shocked when at the end we've told all the truth, we've given all the evidence, and yet their lies win. Why? Because it's a perception that they're attorneys and they have. But you know what, Rod Class, you're going to love this. Rod, had filed has lawsuits going on. The AG's office actually responded in writing, by the way, and stated that the court had no jurisdiction because when they walked into a court, they were no longer working for the government.
Huh. Wow.
That's a huge statement. That's a fact, Jack. When those attorneys who have third-party contracts with the government walk in with a perception that they're representing the government, that's a dual agency, right?
Yep.
It's very interesting what they've responded to him. So I've got that information we're going to be putting out. But
that's
mainly we need your followers, we need your listeners, we need your victims out there. For a long time, people said, "Oh, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor." Well, yeah, you're still a victim. And when it comes down to law, a survivor isn't someone who gets restoration. It's the victim. So use your right terminology. You are victims, but that doesn't mean you wallow in it.
Survivors. What is that? Say that again, Billy. I'm writing this down. Survivors don't get retribution. They don't get.
Victims get restoration.
Restoration. Yep.
Yep. Victims get restoration. You have to be a victim for settling commercial disputes. Disputes come with harming someone or breaching a contract. Saying you're a survivor, what does that get you? That gets you a book, gets you an interview, but it doesn't get you restoration. So don't be hung up on calling yourself a victim, because you are. We all are. We're victims to a system that has gone rogue a long time ago, and by design is where we are now. Nothing you see on TV you can believe. I watched the thing. I don't know if you've seen it lately. You know how they have the anagram? I think they're called holograms. Yep. Holograms. No. And I've been watching it because all of a sudden there's a lot of stuff on holograms.
If you start watching. Charlie Kirk, because of the Charlie Kirk.
But they're coming up everywhere. It's not just on YouTube. It's everywhere all of a sudden. And what does that mean? Disclosure. That's a disclosure, because under the way all of these things settle contractually, they have to disclose what they've done. So they use the media, they use Hollywood, they use interviews, and they use releases of things like the hologram stuff, showing how they work. Howie, I can't think of Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
There's a video with him and Candace Owens where they're actually talking to a hologram that's carrying on a conversation with them. That is Howie Mandel, who is standing next to her. They're talking to him in a hologram, and that hologram actually is artificial intelligence, of which is holding a conversation. That's the freakiest thing to watch. And it freaked Candace Owens out too. She was pregnant when they filmed this, so it's been a while. But I watched that whole thing because it's telling us, guys, what you see doesn't necessarily mean it's there. And it reminds me of one of my sisters who passed away. She was a lot older than me. And when I was 12 and my cousin was 14, we were driving across the country with her. And she had night blindness. And here we are out in the middle of trucks. We're going cross country. We didn't know what night blindness was. She's driving at night, and we're looking at each other. And I'm going, did you? She almost hit that. And we're in the front seat, no seat belts, of course, because this was way back then. Not realizing, here we are, dumb kids, and then the beer cans get thrown in the back. And I look at her, and I looked up at my sister, and I said, "We've got a plan. You tell us what you see, and we'll tell you if it's there." That's how we drove across country. Do you see that truck coming? No, but I see. Well, that's not there, but the truck is. That's what's going on, guys. They'll tell us. We'll tell you what we see. We'll tell you if it's there, because most of what we're seeing isn't there. It's all a perception based on holograms, based on pretend, based on Hollywood. And so anyway, so there's why I popped in. Howdy.
Jesus, that's crazy. It's just I'm looking for something. I don't want to.
Yeah, go Candace Owen and Howie Mandel and hologram, and it'll come up. Got to see it. You guys are going to freak out when you see it.
Well, yeah, I wanted to. Let me see if this is.
I know your listeners, whoever watches this now that I've said it, are going to want to look for it.
Yeah, no,
it freaks you. It's like kind of like, when you pick up your phone and you realize it's been listening to you and has taken a script of everything you've said and it's answered you. You're going, holy crap. But one thing Google can't do is statistics. I've gone back in school, and that's the only class I'm really hating right now. And my daughter laughs. She goes, "Mom, you're not cheating." I said, "Okay, I got to admit I did try this time, but even Google can't do statistics."
Right.
That sucks. Oh, thank you.
Well, people need
Erica,
to get away from all this
very
anyway.
much.
People need to go back, because I tell people this all the time. Everyone's like, well, AI or Chat GPT or whatever, blah 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 blah. Look, you've got to still do your own research. You can't just depend. There's your brain is still the most powerful thing that we have. And knowing what the knowledge is, you can't just depend on, oh, well, AI said this and then that's it, move on. Would you rather go to a guy that went to medical school, or would you rather go to a guy that got their degree through Chat GPT? Where do you want to go?
Well, and Chat GPT is only as good as how you ask it questions. And it can't even add. I got to tell you, I just said, I'm going to use this other thing in class we can use. It's called Milton. His name is Milton. So I said, Milton, how much is, it was 14.88 times, I think 34 or something like that. And I put it in there, and he gave me the answer. And I went, oh, thank you. I used it. It was wrong.
What?
I'm like, I go back to Milton. I go, Milton, you suck. You can't do even simple math. And I'm arguing with AI, and I'm thinking, so I go back to my normal calculator, the old-fashioned calculator. Mm-hmm. Because Milton sucks. He can't even add and subtract. And you would think AI could at least do that. Nope, he got that wrong too. So just like police can lie to you, Chat GPT will lie to you too. It'll make up cases. It'll make up stories. It'll tell you that something happened 20 years ago that never happened. You really have to look at what it's telling you, because it's very creative. Chat GPT is kind of like having a devil on your shoulder on one side and the angel on the other, telling you don't do it. And Chat GPT is going, oh, it's okay. It's legal. No, it's not. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. Trust me. That hologram in front of you, that's really me. No. So this bill is, thank you. And I want to thank Erica again for signing that bill, because that bill is you guys. Everyone on here, that bill is you. And Erica, take that bill, send it to your congressman, send it to your senators. Tell them, if you go on our website, you can see Congressman Higgins' office is the one who's promised to push and help us We've got 26 different offices with this bill, which include the Problem Solvers Caucus, which has 50 members, bipartisan, and then the Judicial Committee. So all of these guys have the bill. So it only works if you guys make noise and help everybody see it. Tammy was at a thing this week, and she called. She texted me first, and of course she couldn't talk then. And all she says is, "Got something to tell you about the bill." And I'm like, so now I have to wait. It's like, don't do that to me. And I talked to her, and she goes, "You're not going to believe it. There's a House of Rep there where she was, and she said she told us that bill is on the floor. They're talking about it." So guys,
now, can you give us any info? Do you have any, let's say, real heavy hitter, vote swaying people that you can say is definitely got that in their grips? And
hold on, hold my beer.
Yes.
Until I say hold my soda. Okay,
Yeah.
here's our living list, by the way. I can't give it to you because it's got our contact on it, but see how long it is? See that?
Oh,
see
wow.
Yeah. So we've got, I'll just read you the offices. How's that?
Yes.
Doge, of course. They have it.
Yeah.
Congressman Clay Higgins' office, the Judiciary Committee out of Senator Grassley's office, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur's office. And Marcy Kaptur's office asked for our binders, by the way. Matt dropped them off 2 months ago, and that's how we ended up meeting with them. Matt met with them, and then we met with 3 of the office staff. And then let's see. So then U.S. House of Representatives Problem Solvers Caucus, Congressman Frank Lucas out of Oklahoma, Senator Ron Johnson. That was a great meeting, out of Wisconsin. He loves cheese. Yep, he does. Right. And Congressman David Joyce out of Ohio, Jamie Raskin out of Maryland. Yes, even old Jamie Raskin's office has it. Congressman Kevin Hearn out of Oklahoma, Tom Cole out of Oklahoma, Congresswoman Stephanie Bice, Congressman Josh Breaching. Sounds like breeches. He's got his breeches on. Congressman Ken Calvert, California, Congresswoman Linda Sanchez, California, Mark DeSallier, who's California, but also ranking member of the House Committee on Ethics, Congressman Brian Mast's office, Jim Jordan, Cliff Bentz out of Oregon, Senator Merkley out of Oregon, Congresswoman Val Hoyle out of Oregon, Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, Congressman James Comer, Republican Policy Committee, Gary Palmer, chairman. He's also the guy with the other HR 1776 bill, which is a medical bill, which they can, I've sent him messages and said, Gary, you need to wrap this into what we've already got because it's better. It addresses all of it and more. So if he brings that bill into our HR 1776, they can be incorporated. Nobody has a leash on this. We're like, come on, gang. And then Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's office, and more since I've got to add to this. So, and Marjorie Taylor Greene's office, one of our team members' dads is friends with her. So we've got a lot of connections coming. Like I said, this Hollywood connection you're going to really love once we get it. They've been through hell, having lost everything right down to their Hollywood royalties and everything else. A lot of them. So and we've got. I got another 2 senators that are helping here in California on a case here in LA that I was supposed to go to, but I can't because old Ticker has to have a PET scan. Yeah, talk about getting old. Don't you dare bitch about blood pressure. Take your berberine. I package those, by the way. You should probably just give me an address to send you some pills. My pellets I make. I call them pellets.
Yes.
Billy.
So send me where you want them to come to. I'll send you a little bottle of them.
Hey,
but
Billy.
Oh gosh, now I lost my train of thought. But you get where I'm going. This case out of Los Angeles. The reason it's important is because the man, I can't remember his name now, but it's the U.S. versus this man, and he was an attorney. He was disbarred. He was helping out of state on a case, and they're going after him for wire fraud, for crossing county lines, and for practicing without a license. I've got Rod involved now. Rod actually, he's been a little under the weather, but he's going to be reaching out to help me. He's called me a few times tonight. This man, remember, guys, there's no license to practice law. There is no license to practice law. That's what all of our cases. That's what we got in DC. We've got a big lawsuit. John Bloom, myself, Tom Kibler, and Rod Class. And Rod is the private attorney general. They accepted his name on it as PAG, which that's important, guys, for anybody who knows law. Our documents got accepted with him as private attorney general, but they're all under seal still. So we're waiting for all that to go. It's huge because he's got the 2 other cases, and there is no license to practice law. That was admitted to even in Florida in 2015 by the president of the Bar Association in Florida on testimony with Anthony Williams in court, who was also railroaded. She admitted there's no license to practice law. So all these guys going after this, that's why in our bill, you will see that's being addressed. The ABA has no control anymore, cannot have a say in anything. And Texas, if you saw the Supreme Court of Texas disavowed the American Bar Association licensing board in Texas. They're kicking them out.
Wow.
This is getting big, guys. It's happening. So
this is really, I mean, how many years in the making is this for you? How many years have you really been working on this?
18 years of my life.
18 years. This is crazy. I'm so happy for you.
No, I'm happy for all of us because, you know, my kids, I was 47 when I bought my ranch. And
that's how old I am right now.
There you go. I was 47 when I bought my ranch. I still was riding horses. I still was able to, you know, play racquetball and you know, there was I hadn't had strokes yet. So things were going good. And then I didn't know that buying that property was going to put me in the middle of the biggest nightmare I had ever experienced, and that it would last this long. But I didn't quit. And the reason I didn't quit was because in 2017, when they finally SWAT teamed us out of the house and took everything we owned with counterfeit, forged, and perjured documents, I allowed everybody to come into that case. It was a first impression case. And this isn't ego. So don't think I'm bragging. This is not bragging, because if I was to do over again, I wouldn't have even bought my ranch. So I would never go. I'd rather say stupid and in a corner shell, raising my kids and raising Cain and, you know, and having fun, going out and enjoying life. This took over life. And I was told by a big whistleblower who was with the government at the time. She said, you realize if you open this up and you carry it this way, it's not going to end for you right now. You're in a case that you more than likely could get settled because you've got all the evidence. Probably won't be as much as you want, but I think you have a chance.
Right. Some things are better than nothing.
But if you do this, and that's what I've always said, something in the hand's better than nothing. But I made a promise to everybody who I had been working with, thousands of people already. And I knew that if this case, I just closed it and took a settlement, it would not get where it needed to go. So 18, you know, here we are, how many years later from that? 9 years almost later, 8 years later, we're in DC because of Orange County, California, San Diego, LA, and Riverside, and the software systems. So I didn't settle. They took that, they destroyed the case, but the problem is you can't destroy cases really. Anything done unconstitutional, outside of constitutional law, outside of our rights, is void ab initio. So we know that, and it's easy to say, but how do you fix it? We've got the bill there. So guys, you guys really, really, please do your darndest. Send it to every one of your representatives. Send it to, if you have a DA's office and nobody's helping you, you go and you take that bill and you take some of our other documents, because the documents are in there that we delivered across this country saying, hey, you're responsible, and that there's investigations open all across this country with DA's offices and everything else, because they're all acting under the color of law, subverting our rights. And and we can't say, oh, we don't have to go into this court. Well, you can't say it, guys. But there's a lot of people out there that tell people, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. And I'm like, yeah, well, okay, so how are those handcuffs fitting? How, you know, How is it? How
How's
did that look
Invasive
out
doing?
for you? How did that saying, I'm a state national, you don't have any authority over me, go for you? Because I'm a state national. But you know what? You have a business and you have you. And that's a business. So when I show them my driver's license, here's my business card. Right? It's my business card. And I'm not operating in commerce, but here's my business card. It's just like if you do tattoos. Well, you obviously aren't given a tattoo in the bathroom. You meet somebody. Well, I wouldn't think so. But you hand them your business card and you say, here's my business card. Same thing. You got a business. You just don't know about it. The government's using it. The government's taking
Right.
all your beneficial interest. So this bill takes care of that too. It opens the Office of Protect. So there you go.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and that song right there, Take a Load Off Fanny.
Mhm.
Did you hear that story? I grew up loving that song. My first name when I was first born was Frances. Long story short, that's how I ended up with 4 names. It was too expensive to change it, $10 to add it on. So I have 4 first names. Fanny was my first name or Frances. My brother did not want me named that because of Fanny.
Yeah.
All my life sang this song, Take a Load Off
Yeah.
Annie, Annie. It wasn't until I saw that AI representation on top I created for our toll and roll.
Yeah.
I stuck back into AI and I said, I need a song for this picture. This is the song AI gave me. And I said, you know me, AI. Give me the song. Take a load off Fanny. You want to talk surreal? Yeah, wait. You got this song is beautiful. I love
What
it.
keys are in, Robbie?
I
This
love
is all
you.
AI generated?
No, the picture is. This came from
Okay.
the picture I created. This is so good.
Pulled into Nazareth.
Makes me
I was
cry.
feeling about half past
John
dead.
Bloom, if you're watching, this is us
Just
from
need
across the
some
country.
place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No, what's wrong, he said. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. Put the load right on me.
That's really cool.
I picked up my bags, went looking for a place to hide. When I saw old Garment and the devil walking side by side, say, hey, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny.
Put the load right on me.
What we're saying, guys, take the load off, put it on toll and roll.
Go down, Miss Moses. There ain't nothing you can say. It's just so Luke, and Luke's waiting on Judgment Day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Annalie? Said, do me a favor, son. Won't you stay and keep Annalie company?
Take a load off Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny.
Great.
Put the load right on me.
Fanny took your load, guys. We're here for you. This is it. That song
That's freaking
rocked it.
great.
Is that the
That's
best?
awesome.
I mean, it makes me cry every time because it's truly what toll and roll is about. It's about us taking the load off of each other. It's about knowing you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders anymore because you got people out there who are going and doing it for you and you're part of it. Whether you're there or you're not, this is who we are. That song, we want you to take a load off. We want you to decompress and take the tears and use them for good. Because I cry all the time with people on the phone, because when you've gone through trauma, which all of us have, you know what that's doing to that person's heart. You know what that mother, father are going through about their child. And if we can't have compassion, but be rational enough to know that this isn't going to end at all, there's always going to be another mother, another father, another victim. If we don't put our heels and dig them in and say, take a load off, Fanny, put it on me, but get that freaking bill in the hands of your legislators, because they owe us this. They owe us this. Big time. Oh, that song, I just love it. That song literally was sent. It was serendipitous. I prayed, and in AI, I said, I'm praying to God, and I want my Savior to send the song through you that I need for this. I'm not kidding, guys. I should go back and find that, if it's still in there in the chat anywhere. I don't know if they keep it, but that song is who Toll and Roll are. That's John Bloom. That's Matt. That's Tammy. That's Rod. That's Sheriff Mack. That's JJ. That's Tom Kibler. That's Linda Nash. That's all of us. Renee Weiler. The list goes on and on and on for the people behind this. That's you, Tiff. That's you, Darren. This is us. This is all of us. We want to take the load off each other. And the only way we do that is with the remedy. We can't keep living in the stories. We got to ravel. We got to go after. We got to grasp the remedy and make it done. Take this load off this country. So
I have a question. We need Sheriff Mack's information so he can come on the show too.
Okay. I'll ask him privately. I always ask before I share it.
Nope, that's fine.
Yep. And
tell him his biggest fan.
I know, right? He's a rock star. I got to tell you, I just love the man. He and his wife are a fabulous couple. And when he came and all I had to do was ask, it warmed my heart completely, because, there's not many people in this lifetime that we can actually pick up a phone and call and say, I need you. And we needed him in DC, and he showed up, and he was really cute. He was sitting next to me. We were having lunch, and I told him before he came, he says, so, and I said, I'm telling you, you just got to come. I don't know what's going to open door, what's going to happen, but everybody that comes with us, something good happens. God's providing, because it's not us. And he was sitting next to me, and he taps me on the shoulder. I look over, I go, what? And he shows me his phone. And I said, no shit. And he goes, nope. And he goes, you're right. Good things happen. This wouldn't happen if I wasn't here. And I said, yeah, because it's kind of hard from Arizona to get a meeting with Tom Holman in DC last minute, isn't it? Tom Holman was texting with him. He said, I hadn't been able to get his return text for a while. And he said, here I've been waiting, and here it came.
Wow.
And we had a meeting at 1:30, and this was 12:30. And so Tom wanted to meet him at 1:00. And he looks at me, and it was so cute. He goes, can I go? I'm like, can you go? I said, of course, you got to go. He goes, well, I promised you. I said, no. I said, what you can do, though, is pay it forward. You take a copy of our bill, and you take the cover letter. You put it in his hands before you start the conversation. Tell him where you've been, who you're with. He said, well, I already told him that. I said, okay, well, and I said, that's all you got to do, Sheriff Mack. You give him that and tell him we need Trump to see it.
Yep.
So he came back from it was hilarious, because he kept looking at me kind of giggling, it's like that knowing of, I can't believe this. And which happens all the time. We're all like, I cannot believe this door just opened, because that's how we met the Problem Solvers Caucus. The door literally, like, I was in front of it. It's kind of like if you're in a motorhome and somebody walks by the bathroom and somebody's trying to come out. That's how we met him. So he comes back from the meeting. Right. He actually came back, and he was in time to meet us for, I think it was I don't know, one of those 26 we were meeting with. And and he smiled, and I said, well, he goes, got it done. So so this is why I'm saying, I know that sometimes things can seem like this isn't happening, because we've worked so hard, and it's so hard to, and people keep saying, how did you get in to see them? I'm like, God, I can't tell you anything else, because it's not because of who we are, obviously, because, and this is true, we're nobodies, right? All of us in the world of politics. Do you think we really are somebody who can walk up and get attention? No, because what they want to know is who you know and how much money they have to give them to their campaigns, right? So
That's
we're nobody. And that isn't a bad thing to say. I'm tired of people saying, oh, no, you're somebody. What, duh, you know, but no,
Right.
we're not people who would be opening doors normally. But guess what? Those people that are people that open doors are now on board, are coming aboard. And when you have a representative with you who is there handing that bill to his own Oklahoma representatives,
That's pretty awesome.
and he's hilarious. Hey, I'm JJ Humphreys. I'm a representative from Oklahoma. How you doing, guys? I'm here with a bill with toll and roll. This crew, and I mean, this is how he talks. He is amazing. And we got into these meetings and we let him lead us in. So we're a team that says, do you want to lead this time? Do you want to lead this time? Who wants to roll the dice? Who wants to open the door? So we don't have anybody on our team that is like the number one.
Right.
Well, I call John our head of household because he is. Because he's the one that puts his hand on my head and holds me back when I'm like ready to do something stupid. So, which happens a lot because it happens. I have no patience. And that's not, I'm not even, I don't even apologize for that anymore. Because when I turn around, and they love it, because if somebody really gets to me, and I try not to be real. And one more thing, does your mother know you talk like this to older women? And they'll look at you and and it's true though. It's like nobody expects us coming through the door. So, we're raw, we're down to earth, we're the real people. And we have accomplished, and when I say we, it's not just our team. We means millions of victims, thousands of whistleblowers, national, international, domestic, everywhere. We are there for everybody, because over the last 18 years, as someone who I had one of the first modification companies in the country for helping homeowners with their homes. In 2008, I was the first one to get a principal reduction with Wells Fargo on a second trust deed and extinguish it. So, I mean, I was there in the beginning. And then all of a sudden, I had relationships with I'd call, how are you kids? Or before we'd even start talking about somebody's mortgage. Hi, and what was the Claudine, something like that. I have her name written down, but I'd call her, and her son was going through something. And so her and I would talk, and then, oh, what did I call for? Oh, yeah, wait a minute. I got this homeowner. This is how the communications were back in 2007, 2008, because this is when these people were all first starting to work for these companies, and we all thought we were helping. And so did they on the other end of the phone, till they started learning that, oh my gosh, I'd call and I'd go, wait a minute, how come your document you sent me looks different than the document I have in the closing papers for these people? And then we start putting two together. And then we realize that, wait a minute, you can't modify this. It's a breach. It's already no good. This doesn't exist because of this right here. There's a forgery on this. That's when I shut down my modification company. And hell started breaking loose for me. That was in 2008. I had the first people try to steal my home. I had sheriffs show up and tell me it was time to get out. 2009. It happened again in 2009. And they showed up saying, here's, 5 days, you're being evicted. I said, what the heck are you talking about? That's when I learned how to go to court and try to defend myself. And believe me, if you're starting out now, you're never going to be able to learn everything. If your child is being stolen right now and you're panicking, just realize that it's counterfeit forged documents. Find those. Pull up your big girl panties and your big boy boxers. Dangle away, Jose, because it's time to find the fraud. I don't care if you got half dressed. You go find those documents right now. You pull them out and you start figuring out who lied in the documents, what attorneys were involved, what judge wouldn't listen to you, or what judge on transcript repeated their perjury. That's key, guys. Did the judge on that stand repeat their perjury back to you.
Did the judge understand repeat the perjury? Let me write that one down.
Think about it. If I'm in a courtroom and I've got jackass Stephen Daly of Kutok Rock, who runs the courtroom, believe me, he was there for MERS, SPS, and Bank of New York Mellon against me. All three of them, which, by the way, is a huge conflict of interest because they've all sued each other. So he's standing in the courtroom and he tells the judge that this man was on my title and he owned my title. This is one of the very first hearings. I looked at him and I said, no, he wasn't. No, he's not. Oh, yes. And the judge looks down at him and he says, yes, Your Honor, I have it right here. I've got all the information. She's not even on her title. And I said, nope, that's a lie. He said, you two go out. You go out in the hallway and talk. And my attorney was with me, so I wasn't even supposed to be talking. But I got to tell you, I'm not one to let you lie about me, my family. Don't even go after one of my kids. You really haven't seen that hen unleashed. But I go out in the hallway and I looked at him and I put my hands on my hip because he only offered $5,000 to settle it. That was the big deal, $5,000, right? So I get my hands on my hip. I look at him and I'm like, you are a liar, liar, pants on fire. Does your mama know what you're doing? And does she know you're lying and stealing another woman's property and causing and I went on. He dropped paperwork. When his paperwork dropped, it went all over. We're in the federal court building in the hallway. It's only him and me and my attorney standing behind me. These papers go everywhere. He drops to his knees. So do I. I got down on all four like a dog with my head up in his face. You are a biggest liar. Your pants are on fire. And I kept repeating it. He was stumbling. He was shaking. The papers were flying. He was stacking them. He got up. You know how you see like they've got their briefcase, they've got papers. He's got, it's coming up under his collar. No exaggeration. This was hysterical. And I'm not finding it funny because I'm still mad yelling at him. He ran down the hallway. Ran down. My attorney looks at me and he's like, well, that went well. And I'm like, but guess what? He had to make phone calls about this person he said was on my title. I said, yeah, you go because you're lying. He's not on. I'm on my title. You're trying to steal my property. We go back in court, and this is key. This is why I know this is a big, long story to tell you this part of it. But he stood, he says, Your Honor, I made a mistake. You made a mistake. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Daly, what's your mistake? And he's not on her title. Your Honor, I had bad information. I apologize. Okay, so he got out of perjury. How? It was a mistake. What is it the sheriffs will say? What is it the police will say? I made a mistake. Yours was the wrong address. I made a mistake. I'm sorry, I read that warrant wrong. I made a mistake. I drew my gun. I meant to draw my taser. I made a mistake. I grabbed you by the arm. I meant to grab the post. Mistakes aren't illegal. Perjury is. So when you go to court, they're going to have lots of mistakes. But you're not going to let them be mistakes anymore because you pull those documents out. You go to our Toll and Roll website. Don't call me for help because I can't help everybody. We've already done everything we can think of to help you. But take out those documents that talk about perjured, forged, and counterfeit documents. Read the affidavit of remedy. It's called the Doge Affidavit of Remedy. It talks about all the crimes that are committed behind these counterfeit documents. And guess when you get the attention of the county who owns the county recorder's office, right? The county recorder's office, which is complicit in this. Those fees and penalties right now to them, right now. So anybody out there that works for a county recorder's office, this bill is on the floor. Right now is your county municipality's chance to actually get those hundreds of trillions of dollars in your municipality. But when this bill goes into effect, those are federal crimes. You're not going to have a say in your municipality when Doge comes in to audit these records. Your county is not going to get those funds into their coffers because every drop of every single penny will be going into a fund run by the people called the Office of Protect. It's going to be a treasury account because you have to do business properly. So I don't want to hear all this, that. Shut up. It has to go somewhere. And as long as this bill is honored and goes through, and it can, with you guys out there pushing it, because this is what you're all screaming for. Of, by, for the people. The Office of Protect will run aside and not having to answer to the government, but aside from. What is our fourth branch of government? We the people. So that's it. So,
and
you know, we
note,
can sit and we can talk about stories all day long, but would you rather talk about the story or the remedy? Start thinking. You want remedy? Show them those forged documents. And don't attack the county. Don't attack the county. Go into the DA's office and say, you know, I heard this crazy broad on this show I was on. And do you know that if you guys go in there, there's hundreds of trillions of dollars to collect that our county can have. But if you guys don't get off your butt and hurry up, it's going to the federal government.
It's going to be gone.
It's going to go into an account that you aren't going to have any say over. And you're not going to get any of it.
You get none of it. Zip, zero, zilch.
Zip.
All right. Billy, our time has come. That is awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. Everybody else, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Make sure you go to tollandroll.com. Check out all of our. It's tollandroll.com.
Yep, tollandroll.com.
Right? Yes. Make sure that we check that stuff out. And I'm going to end the song with Brian's tune that he made.
Love it.
Feed them poison, watching it grow. But seeds of doubt as they start to sprout. That's when you'll know they'll start to know. With shadows, black and gray, whispering tales, night swallowing the day. Their hearts just age, a script to obey. Who wins when love is the price we pay? But shadows shift, the truth won't hide. No wall can lock the other side. You think you've won, but the story's not done. Your love of words, it'll come undone. You control the moment, but time won't bend. Truth has a way, it always finds the end. Pull the strings, the devil sings, but truth's the fire that burns through things. You control the story, twist the light, but stars don't hide in the dead of night. Of mirrors, warped and cold, reflection, a story you sold. But children grow, their eyes unfold, and the lies you plant turn bitterer and gold. You think you've won, but the story's not done. Your web of words, it'll come undone. You control the moment, but time won't bend. Truth has a way, it always finds the end. Hold the strings, the devil sings, but truth's a fire that burns through things. You control the story, twist the light, but stars don't hide in the dead of night. You think you've won, but the story's not done. Your web of words,
are we on together?
it'll come undone. You control the moment, but time won't bend. Truth has a way, it always finds the end. They'll hear the echoes, the silence will shout. A tide of memories, washing doubt. No lost in hope, what's meant to be. You can't cage a parent's love, it breaks free.